case you guys have not heard of this, you just go to Google, type in Google Scholar, and now you will be presented with a search bar that is still similar to Google, but you will find only articles instead of websites that may not be considered as reliable. So if you go through the normal means of searching just Google, you may have websites that have a lot of ads on them, or websites and blogs created by someone that may not be an expert in the field, and the information is taken from a different source and it may not be cited. So you run into problems with websites. There are credible websites out there, and I know some of you have emailed me asking about a specific website, like an author's official website, and that would work. That's fine. I'm just showing you guys another way of going about searching through Google, but finding more articles. So earlier I was helping a student look for an article on Jack London's 1902 version of Build a Fire. And she had emailed me because the databases, she wasn't able to find very much on this earlier version. So I used Google Scholar, and I just did a very general search by putting in the year and then the title of the text. And then I added the keywords critical essay because that's kind of what I was looking for. So that's what I was trying to hone in on. If you see, that's the regular Google, and this is the Google Scholar. So right away we see that there's completely different sources listed. So my first source ended up being the only one that I looked at because it was great. I didn't even have to go on. And as we see, some of this is not coming up to be what we were looking for. So this is different. But anyway, thank goodness the first source listed was a really great source. And it actually is from a university library, from their digital commons. So it's probably, right away, it's more reliable than if we were on a website. To view this, I just click the download button. Now, other times it may say I need a library or journal subscription to view it. It gives me the abstract and that is it. So what I could do then was I could highlight the title of the article, maybe the last name of the author, and then I could go into our Eastern Florida library databases and search. And most of the time, you will then find the article that you found through Google Scholar, but it wasn't available without the subscription. So then you go in and plug it in the databases. So that's a way of using Google Scholar and the databases together. This article, this is actually a presentation, ended up having a lot of useful information. So that worked out. So that is Google Scholar. And if you have any questions about using Google Scholar, there's different, it's pretty direct because most of us use Google, so it's very similar to that. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And if you have any websites that you're considering using and you have not emailed me, be sure to do that, because I just want to make sure ahead of time before you put in the time and effort using a website that is not reliable. It's better just to email me and get that approved before you start using it. All right, thank you so much, and I look forward to reading all your drafts.